She was physically trapped here, and she was emotionally trapped.
Right.
And somehow he's coexisting in this home. This man is very demented. I just saw him light a match. A lot of that darkness that you carry stemmed from that life. Now, this is where this man hangs out. How did you experience him?
I never really saw his face.
What did you see? Tell me.
His figure,
Go ahead, explain.
just dark and tall. That's all I could see. It was just a dark, tall, but like I just knew it was a man. Like it just looked like a man.
You know, you have a lot of abilities. I don't know if you're aware of this. You need to trust what you see, what you feel, and what you hear. You're sort of like a magnet to the spirit world.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something this man wants from you guys. It's the little girl that's keeping this man around. I just heard a gunshot. And I just saw the girl. Well, she told me he shot me. He killed me. Not only did he kill her, he was her father.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't cry, don't cry.
I know. You are sensitive.
So her dad killed her?
And he killed her mom, too. This man is very demented because I just saw him light a match. And he tried to destroy the evidence. I just saw he put the gun in his mouth. Murder-suicide.
So he killed them and killed himself?
Yep, I just saw the whole thing. It looks as if the mother was trying to get away from him. And it was like, you're not getting away from me alive. Anybody ever tell you that in your life?
It was in other words, but yeah.
That's one more time you escaped death, my dear.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you know it or not.
Yeah, I don't know if I knew it, but I know what you're talking about.
I'm telling you now, because that's what I'm being told.
Okay.
You had a very similar situation, but you got out alive.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't as lucky.
And this is music's room. And there's stuff.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's something I don't mess with this door.
What does this lead to?
I'm gonna
It
go ahead
leads
and let her tell you that.
Wait, what? Are you really afraid of
I
that?
really don't like that door.
Tell me why.
She'll tell you why. There's something that happened. I don't like that door.
Okay.
A while back, I came in to wake music up for school. And I came in and my back was towards the door and I was trying to wake him up and he would not wake up for anything. And then I felt like this really, really cold on my back. And
Right
I
here?
turned,
You were standing right here, or
no, I was standing close to the bed.
Okay.
And then I felt the cold on my back and I turned around and the door was wide open.
Oh. And it was closed when you walked in?
Mm-hmm.
Closed and locked.
Once he did wake up, he said, "Mommy, if you just make circles, he'll go away."
Wait. What do you mean? Like this? He said
started
with his
doing
fingers?
this in the air. He said,
said,
"Mommy,
"You
if you
make
just
circles."
make circles, he'll go away."
There's no way your 8-year-old son should know this. He's absolutely correct about that, by the way.
That's so crazy.
When you create a sphere or a circle of energy, it can actually, if you notice the motion, it can catch the spirit in its web, almost like a web. It can keep them contained in the circle, like a portal
That's good.
or
Okay.
a vortex.
Right.
Yeah.
So your son will envision whatever this entity is stepping into the circle and just going round and round, chasing its tail.
That sounds like you sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no reason for it.
I don't want to be like this. There's no reason for me not to be happy.
This guy doesn't like when you do fun and happy things. This man, I keep picking up, his name is William. I'm hearing William.
Okay.
I feel somebody shot him at close range.
Oh my God.
I feel it, the burning sensation.
Man. Oh.
I think this guy took his own life, actually. I don't even think someone killed him. That's how hard and how deep his pain was.
Yeah.
And somehow he's coexisting in this home. Did you just get a huge chill? I saw that.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of taking your own life? Like,
Oh yeah. Many times.
many times.
Numerous.
I understand.
People were just like, what's been wrong with Payne? What's been going on with him, man? It's been, I know
There's
I'm
no
not
reason for
this
him
way.
not to be happy.
You beat yourself up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It becomes a vicious cycle. We need to talk about how to fix this.
Yes.
This guy thinks maybe he can break you down again. Why? Because it justifies what he did. It makes it okay in his world,
Yeah. Okay.
okay? What's below this room? What does this lead to?
The garage.
Yeah.
This is definitely where William originated from.
Oh God.
But I believe your house could be cleared again and you can be you again.
That'd be great.
You
I
can
would
have
love
yourself back. Oh my gosh, look at this rain. This is where it happened?
Yeah. Well, whatever happened started up there. And somehow it hovered to about here. And then from this point, it just started going this way,
Where were you?
right out there in the car. And then when it got to here, it like stopped, which was exactly in an eye view of me and Noah, just like this.
In the car right there.
Yeah, right there. See?
Yep.
And like we're right there. This thing comes from here to here, and it's like a profile like this. It was holding either a sword or a rifle. I was thinking like, what is that?
Yeah.
And Noah screams, "Get out of here, Daddy, get out of here. Do you see that? Do you see that?" By then, tears are streaming down her face. She's going, "Go, Daddy, go." And but then, it was serious.
No, this
and I'm
was-
thinking, is my daughter gonna get hurt? Noah was scared to death, and we just went ahead. I went ahead and gave it the gas and left.
Okay, but this is still here. I'm getting a huge sense of that young soldier, Alfred. I want to explain. The night that you drove here with your daughter,
Yeah.
that's who you and your daughter saw that night. It was Alfred.
Oh, my goodness.
But wait, I'm also seeing another person. There was a brother. I feel like I'm seeing like the name Henry. Henry was a soldier then too. There is a Henry and there is an Alfred, and they're brothers. And I see Henry and Alfred fighting. You have to hear me out.
I'm hearing
This
you
is
more than you even know.
Oh, okay, good. Henry didn't follow the rules of General Hood. He didn't agree with him. So he stayed away. He deserted the battlefield. But Alfred died out there. And I see Henry, after Alfred died, crying over his body. He even dug a grave for him and buried him himself.
Is it here?
It's not far.
It's really, I can't believe you're saying it, because I distinctly remember walking in the field,
Yeah?
thinking, man, something feels really sacred. I felt it so strong, I took my shoes off and my hat off.
But I want to tell you, there's a little bit more to this story. I feel so strongly that you were Henry in that life, the older brother.
What?
That's correct.
Are you kidding me?
You were Henry. And I need you to understand something. You didn't believe in that lifetime in death and killing people, but you had no choice to be part of this war. You will not.
Wouldn't it be the craziest thing?
It's not crazy because you felt like you were home when you walked in here. Alfred is still looking for his brother, and he senses that you are Henry. Alfred recognizes your soul. It doesn't matter what you look like. He recognizes your soul. And so he's the one you saw and the one who's been drawing you into this home. This is what I'm picking up with. And I can't tell you the chills I have from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head right now. Everything is just resonating as truth. Remember earlier I was asking you about reincarnation? The soul retains a memory of every life it's ever lived because the journey of the soul is endless. And that's what that means. The soul continues on. Henry's guilt carried over into your life.
Because he felt like he was responsible for Alfred.
In a very big way. And a lot of that darkness that you carry stemmed from that life.
I need to let that go, don't I?
You so do, and that's why you're here today. You've been praying for redemption. You've been praying for peace. That's what I'm being told. You prayed for peace. You told me. You sang for the troops. I wrote for the troops. You keep going back in this lifetime to some kind of military connection. You were drawn back here for this very answer. If this is the last piece of the puzzle, Billy, you found it. Because your heart's in the right place, Billy. And that's really the majority of what you need.
You are the most sincere, real person, one of the most I've ever met in my life. Yes, I'm praying for purpose to be whatever it was that this soul was supposed to do. I believe that it was meant to be that you came into my life to help me figure things out.
Spirits can know what our intentions are just by reading our thoughts. So she would have known that you were looking for something to happen. And she took the opportunity to help herself. Because there's something that you and her have a lot in common. Let me explain, let me see what this is about. She was one of the young ones brought in. Oh my God. So the madam, Amelia, it was her and her sister, Caroline, took care of her younger sister. They promised that they would take both of them and they would not separate them. And they lied.
And they separated them.
That's partly why she's so devastated. And this wild Bill, oh gosh. They were grooming her.
For the brothel.
How old? Like in their teens?
Like 15, 14. And she had nowhere else to go. Here's the part that I'm really disturbed about more than even I think. He started to have feelings for her, Bill.
God, like what a dark energy to be hanging out in this place.
But the madam Looks like she was getting, like, jealous. That's the fight. That's the fight they had.
Fix it.
You better take care of this. And they did by killing her. He killed her.
That's like a very up
I guarantee you.
story.
Just think about it. This girl was locked up in a closet. She was physically trapped here, and she was emotionally trapped.
Right.
Think about this woman's life.
Being a hot commodity, but being completely disposable. Like,
Yeah.
if you make trouble,
Yeah.
we'll get rid of you, kind of thing.
We'll replace you.
Yeah.
And they did by killing her. Why was she attracted to you? I just can't help but feel that what was happening in your life at the time.
Yeah, of course. Maybe she just knew I was listening. Like, I was, like, here ready to hear her story, you know? Maybe getting her story told could, like, settle her soul.
I said this earlier, you're very much for the person who either can't have a voice, doesn't have a voice, can't help themselves. That's how she saw you. And she knew you wouldn't judge her.
I believe, you know, what Kesha stands for, like, really what I think she resonated with the kids that weren't perfect. She resonated with the people that felt like they were outsiders.
That's why I want to help Caroline together with you. I want to help her through your eyes. This is where you need to talk. Give her the advice. I want to even hear what you have to say. You tell me how you learned to grab your power and to have a voice and to be imperfectly perfect.
And it was like a long road of being like a very insecure kid and making mistakes along the way and trying to be perfect and having people tell you what to be and then finally just growing into your own skin.
Did you do that cutting thing? Why do I see that around you?
No, I never
Not
did.
who did that?
I did. No, that was me.
You did?
I've got scars still.
I never knew that.
You didn't know that?
When?
When I was in high school. Because the same thing, because I felt so odd and so unaccepted and always had.
I think that's it. There's a lot of similarities between you, Kesha, and Caroline. You really were part of the story, even though you didn't physically see her.
Right.
And now you're reliving it again with Caroline telling her story. I know if I tell her to go find her sister, she will go.
A new purpose would be to go find her sister and let
Yeah.
go of this place.
You can reunite with your sister, who's waiting for you on the other side.
Go
Yeah.
find your sister.
I think she just needed the permission.
Get the hell out of here.